The Manager Potential Assessment tool can be used as you grow your business. You're needing more from your managers, you need to develop a management team, and you may feel that the people you have currently are not really up to the job. This is a way of trying to take the emotion out of it and step back and assess the people you've got and see whether they're up to it, and if not, how you can help them step up to the plate. It relates to this developing managers briefing note, and that should be read in conjunction with using the tool, although there's a sort of significant chunk of that guidance note actually incorporated here, so you can use the tool as it stands. This is the basic model we're using, which is when you're looking at a manager, you're really thinking about their attitude, their ability, and what you could call their working environment, the environment you provided for them to perform in, which we call systemization. And you know, within ability we've got two kind of subsets. One is innate ability and another is learned ability. So what we're looking at here is we're getting managers to assess themselves and you to apply your own assessment in these areas. And you can see here we've got those areas with some scoring here, which is 0 at the moment. The way this works is the manager scores himself here, you score them here. There's 30 questions. So for instance, I accept change and work for its success. So the manager may read that and say, well, yes I do. I'm going to say always. They score themselves there. And you may think, well actually yes, these people usually accept change and usually work for its success. So I'm going to say often. You can see the scoring for attitude is reflected here. Now you could simply ask the manager concerned to actually fill in this spreadsheet for you. That would be one way of doing it, or if you want to, you can print it and it only shows the questions in the managers section. So if you don't want the manager to be concerned about this side of it, the fact that you're rating them, the fact that there's an analysis, you could do that. Alternatively, you could print 2 of those, give one to your manager, fill one in yourself, sit down and take an appraisal approach to it and sit down and kind of compare notes and arrive at scoring which you see is fair. But I should emphasize it's your rating that matters here. You know, these are people that you need to take your business forward, so it's not a matter of compromise or agreement. It's your rating that matters. So anyway, let's say you've printed that out, given to the manager, he or she's filled it in, you come here and just put the scores in. Just in fact anything, an X or any kind of non-blank cell affects the scoring. So you do that. In the meantime, you've done your own, and here are the relevant scores. So these are showing red at the moment. If the score is between often and always, this goes green. If it's below often, so it's never or only sometimes, it stays red. This allows you to focus on the areas where you feel this manager needs development, is not really up to what you want your managers to do in your new or your larger business. Let's go back to the guidance here. This goes through and says, well, but basically, you know, if it's in here, you'd be wasting your time trying to do anything about that. You cannot really influence it. However, if it's here, if it's a learned ability, providing the person wants to learn and you've got the right kind of systemized business for them to learn in, then yes, you can improve things here. Similarly with attitude. Someone who has an attitude that is not really what you want might well be because they're working in a chaotic environment. It's not clear what success looks like, all of the things that systemization is supposed to sort out. Or it could be because perhaps they don't feel masters of what they've been asked to do. So they have something that's causing them to have a bad attitude because they don't feel up to what you've asked them to do. Both of those things can be addressed. So down here we have a brief 3-step approach to dealing with the problems that you can deal with, though ultimately if it's something you cannot deal with, then you have a different choice about how you cope with that manager who's not going to do what you need. So there is Manager Potential Assessment Tool. Okay, that's it.